Greetings in the name of the Most High, JAH, RASTAFARI, His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie, light of fire and I world, light of fire and I life. Let the words from my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O JAH. Greetings, ones and ones. Aye, this recording is a continuous build-up in establishing holistically Rastafari. Now, as diaspora, as one born in the diaspora, who declare or connect I and myself to the Ankh Nation African continent or Ankh Nation Ethiopian people, commonly referred to as black people. Now, Rastafari is I and I square. I and I declare JAH Rastafari. That is the square that I and I stand upon. Or I and I are trod as a lion in this jungle where we call life. Recognizing the pride which is the family, man, woman and child. And it's I and I's sworn duty to uphold, protect and honor the family. Now, what I and I wish to discuss in this space and time is God. Being that I and I was birthed out of Western oppression, white domination, and I refuse, because I and I one of the ones that refuse to accept their dictate of who and what I and I is. I and I must define who and what I and I is, no one else. So this is why I and I declare Rastafari as a sovereign, or Rastafari as people with sovereign mind. Alright? Now, God, I and I concept of God come from the Western mind because of the domination, and he who dominates right or tell the story. That's the way the conquerors rule. However, the indomitable spirit of resistance that is within I and I, seek him now. Because if we are Rasta, we have to show our sovereignty in all things. So God, look on the concept of God that was taught to I and I. And the concept of God is that let's say a supernatural being that is controlling and powerful. Now, when I and I look at that definition, because I and I already express that man and God intertwine. Where I express it, without man there is no God, and without man, and without God there is no man. So therefore, God and man intertwine, meaning God the invisible and man the visible. Now, when the definition that I just gave a while ago, meaning a supernatural being that is controlling and powerful, that definition of God really and truly fit the Western mind, because that is them reflecting or God reflecting them, because them dominate, them always seek to dominate and control. So this is now the working definition of them, how them express God, all knowing, all powerful, all this. Now, out of this Rastafari now manifest and Rastafari have to re-extract and redefine our I and I identity, and I and I have to declare I and I who's I and I God. Now, in defining JAH, I and I wish to define JAH in this reality. JAH is the knowing, unfolding mystery of creation. That is JAH. Now, the reason why I and I said JAH Rastafari is simply because I and I declaring and reclaiming I and I identity through the Ant Nation African perspective, and also defining who I and I is. Now, if you are a sovereign and you wish to define your creator, I and I choose to define I and I creator through I and I lens, I and I perspective. So this is why I and I said JAH Rastafari, declaring in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie. Now, His Majesty divine or divinity and His physical representation is one with I and I. Because once you can define and see yourself through as God, or see God, or view life through the lens of God, then you yourself will express your divine self. Therefore, stop thinking like a man and excel to begin one with your creator. Because ultimately, those are the teachings of all the religious sages, that man always strives to become or be godlike. That's what them teach you. So you always must be godly. Now, being at Rastafari is always within unity and oneness. I and I declare oneness with the Most High. Therefore, sir, there's no separation between I and God. So, God for Rastafari is, like we say again, our JAH is the knowing, unfolding mystery of creation. So it's a learning process. Because the more your mind open up and the more knowledge garnered, the more the mysteries unfold. But being that we have been programmed to think and operate on the level of man, that's how we are always looking or be dependent on the invisible, are waiting for someone to direct us about I and I creator. No one should, no outside force should have the power to define who your God is. So this is what Rastafari is all about. It's a sovereign thinking, a reset of your mind. Because not for ones and ones get up and, like I said, them always are trying to make mockery out of Rastafari. And them and those always come with the questions. Oh, if Selassie are God, why this happen? Oh, Selassie and all these variety of questions. Now, I and I, moving beyond that, must be able to stand up on your square and defend Rastafari or express Rastafari. Not even defend. Because we don't need to defend now. All we need to do is articulate, express Rastafari in words and sounds and deeds, like I and I father. When him trod in a physical space, how him represent till them and those had to declare him the man, one of the most noblest man that trod the earth. You see it? So I and I always have to trod up full and right. So God, now religion, again, religion is ones who follow a specific God or a supernatural being when them defined as God. And it is a expression of culture. Religion reflects the cultural norms of that particular or the particular society that worship their supernatural being. Hence they create a religion to express their cultural understanding of what they conceive what creation is. So now, like I say, Rastafari is the square that I and I stand up on and wish to express the invisible mystery and the visible representation in Nation African unity. Because that's what Rastafari is really all about. The gathering for unity, the unifying of the Nation family. I'm not going to say people, I say family. The Nation family where them predisposed to declare I and I as black. That divine blackness. Rastafari. Now, this is just the ownership of Rastafari within divine blackness. Nation African divine blackness. Rastafari. JAH Rastafari. So that is this song in relation to God. And like I say, religion in and in of itself, because like I say, when you're sovereign, according to them, their definition of religion is this: religion is the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal God or gods. Now, I and I term it this way now. Religion is the agreed upon system of control that reinforces cultural norms and standards to reflect JAH, the Creator. Agreed upon rules, that is do's and don'ts, right? Agreed upon rules, do's, slash right, and regulation, down slash wrong, that governs a society. So that is religion through the lens of Rastafari. Because like I said, Rastafari are sovereign people, and I and I must declare in our reality within a practical sense. No spookism. practical. So word sounds that I and I generate or express is so I and I as Rastafari and Nation family really overs what Rastafari is representing. Because Rastafari is I and I. Rastafari is I and I soul stitch. No other wearer can wear Rastafari or be Rastafari. Rastafari is designed out of oppression, white domination. See? So Rastafari is I and I soul stitch. A custom designed suit, so to speak, the I and I. In reclaiming I and I identity and declaring to the global space who we are as a people. Sovereign in every sense of the word. So always keep in mind that I and I objective, one God, one aim, one destiny, organized and centralized. Rastafari. Now, but have a God already, JAH Rastafari's Imperial Master Emperor Haile Selassie, the first. I and I declare and define I and I God. What is our aim? Now, our aim is reparation, repatriation, and our destiny is to return back to which we came and going forward into our ancient continental space, that landmass where them define where the invaders call it Africa and the many other names. But I and I wish to define that space as Ankh Nation, the Ankh Nation continent. And again, I and I are the first people, and I and I give life to the world. So I and I are Ankh Nation. Because from within I and I, everything manifests. So, in that regards, now, all I and I need to do is gather on a Rastafari. Eat, sleep, drink, make Rastafari becomes I and I soul stitch in your mind. Once you do these things, once you do this, then you can enter into the space of reshaping. Because first you have to reshape I and I self. Come in unity of oneness with I and I self. And once you do that, and we're moving on one accord, then with I and I God, unstoppable. But first, we have to recognize who we are. And when we have said JAH Rastafari, exactly what we are talking about. Because we are not going to be ambiguous. See? So when you say JAH Rastafari, them and those know exactly what you're representing. Because Rastafari is I and I identity. We are no longer confused about who we are. We just have to organize now and get it together in unity. Unity. All the other world religion them we hear them a big up now and nothing on I run to. They would not be if they was not unified around the ideology of Yahweh, Christianity, Jesus Christ, Allah, Islam. They had to be unified. Hence, I and I would not be here knowing I be the recipient of their domination. See? Because they went out and conquered the world in oneness. There was never two or four, one ideology. I and I as Rastafari. That's the only oneness. No deviation. No divisiveness. One accord. One love. One aim. One God. One destiny. Oneness. Always one purpose. That is where I and I need to impact. And then everything else will come. Blessed love.